This is 97.9 KNU UK. You are listening to 97.9 KNU UK Nuclear Blast, blasting the best of heavy metal 24/7. Next up, we have a listener request. Social media user Beyond the Grave is appropriately requesting Zombie Apocalypse by Accept. Zombies for Beyond the Grave. Up next. Next, we have the dynamic and relentless Zombie Apocalypse from the dynamic and relentless German group Accept. That was Zombie Apocalypse by Accept. That piece of awesome was Zombie Apocalypse by German heavy metal band Accept, bringing you hard-hitting melodies since 1976. Bloody hell! Next up, we have a listener request. Carol from Newtown wants to hear Storm Crow by Benediction. Next up, Storm Crow by Benediction, off the album Scriptures. That was Storm Crow by Benediction, off their 2020 album Scriptures, their first studio album in 12 years, featuring the return of vocalist Dave Ingram. That was Storm Crow by Benediction. Next, a request from Nico Cats, Weight of the False Self by Hatebreed. Next we've got Weight of the False Self by Hatebreed. That was Weight of the False Self, the title track from the 2020 album by American metalcore Hatebreed. You've just heard Weight of the False Self by Hatebreed. Next, we're bringing you some expansive riffs from Heathen's Empire of the Blind from their 2020 album of the same name. And now, a request from Mouth of Hell, Empire of the Blind by Heathen. You've just heard Empire of the Blind by Heathen. That was Heathen's Empire of the Blind, off their 2020 album of the same name, the first release by the band in 11 years. Next, Cloud Connected by In Flames, the first single from their 2002 album Reroute to Remain, and the song that made them stars. Next up, Cloud Connected by In Flames, requested by Paradox 958. That was Cloud Connected by In Flames. That was In Flames with Cloud Connected. They're usually credited with bringing melodic death metal to the masses, popularizing the Gothenburg sound movement, and this is the song that catapulted them to fame. Okay, and now we have a request from F Daylight Savings, so they're with you, mate. For F Daylight Savings, Betrayer by Insidious Disease. Next up, Betrayer from Norwegian death metal conglomerate Insidious Disease, off the album After Death. That was Betrayer by Insidious Disease, dark and sinister death metal with some modern twists and turns. Definitely worth your time. That was Betrayer by Insidious Disease. Next up, get ready for some head-banging energy with Underneath the Scars by Cataclysm. We have a request for Underneath the Scars from Call Me Anonymous. Here you go, Anonymous. Throw up some horns and dance. You've just heard Underneath the Scars from the melodic death metal heavyweights Cataclysm. You've just heard Underneath the Scars of Unconquered by Cataclysm. Next up, we have a listener request. Deconstructing Self-Destruction by Killer Be Killed. And that request comes to us from Walnut Crane Loves Me. Next up, Killer Be Killed brings you Deconstructing Self-Destruction. You never get a second chance? Fuck 'em all and only follow your own plans. You've just heard Deconstructing Self-Destruction by Killer Be Killed. That was Deconstructing Self-Destruction by Killer Be Killed, who'd been silent for 6 years before bringing their fans this new song in September of 2020. Next, we have Bleed by Meshuggah, featuring one of the most difficult and one of the most awesome drum tracks in metal history. Our next listener request comes from Burn It Down, who wants to hear Bleed by Meshuggah. And that was Bleed by Meshuggah. One hell of a bloody ride. Drummer Thomas Hawk, who said it took him longer to learn this song than the rest of the album combined, also wrote the lyrics. And that was Bleed by Meshuggah. Next up, a request from Phoenix Ashes, Slayer's Repentless. Next, Repentless by Slayer. That was Repentless, the title track of Slayer's 2015 album. Kerry King says he wrote the song to honor his bandmate, Jeff Hanneman, who died in 2013. The Hannemanthem, he calls it. That was Repentless, the title track of Slayer's 2015 album. This just in, listener One-Eyed Man requests Worship Decay by Silosis. Next up, a song from extreme metalists Silosis, who hail from my mom's hometown of Reading in Berkshire. Worship Decay, the title track from their 2020 album. You've just heard Worship Decay by Silosis. That was Worship Decay by extreme metal group Silosis.